Jesus was a dreidel spinner, and this we can't forget. Paul was Saul before he was Paul, and the Last Supper was a Seder. Jesus was a dreidel spinner, and all his disciples were too. So all you Christians remember, your Lord was a Jew. So light the menorah, tents of a tree, give thanks to the wise men and the Maccabees. Jesus was a dreidel spinner, turned water into wine. He did lots of miracles, but he never ate pork rinds. Christmas is for everyone, Hanukkah is too. All of you remember, your Lord was a Jew. Like the menorah, tents of a tree, give thanks to the wise men and the Maccabees. Jesus was a dreidel spinner, and this we can't forget. Paul was Saul before he was Paul, and the Last Supper was a Seder. Jesus was a dreidel spinner, and all his disciples were too. So weary nation, remember, he didn't look like you. Light the menorah, tents of a tree, give thanks to the wise men and the Maccabees.
So frail like a dying bird, so afraid, so pale like a ghost in the wind, blowing away, waiting for someone to find you, someone carefully kind, someone strong enough to hold you, someone to provide. It'll cost you, and it's a high price to pay. It'll cost you for a golden cage, so cold at the slightest touch, so afraid, still yearning for a burning love. You kill the flame, waiting for someone to find you, someone carefully kind, someone strong enough to hold you, someone to provide. It'll cost you, and it's a high price to pay. It'll cost you for a golden cage. It's not a perfect world. 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 Waiting for someone to find you, someone carefully kind, someone strong enough to hold you, someone to provide. It'll cost you,
I'm gonna get it together. Stop wasting time. And one of these days I'm gonna get out of bed. I'm gonna turn off the TV, gonna raise the dead. I'm gonna raise the dead. And one of these days when I fall in love, it won't fall apart like it always does. And one of these days I'll forget about you. Take out the trash, that's what I do. One of these days and it'll be real soon. Gonna kick some ass, gonna clean my room sometime soon. One of these days I'm gonna touch the sky like that awful song. I believe I can fly, I believe I can fly. And one of these days you'll be so sorry, sorry that you let it slip away. And one of these days I just won't care if you're sorry anyway. Get it together, gonna be on time, I'm gonna get it together. Stop wasting time. And one of these days I'll accept the fact I'm not getting any younger and I can't go back, can't go back. And one of these days when I fall in love, it won't fall apart like it always does. One of these days I'll forget about you. Take out the trash, that's what I'll do. One of these days I'm gonna stop saying one of these. One of these days I'm gonna stop saying one of these. One of these days I'm gonna stop saying one of these. One of these days I'm gonna stop saying one of these. One of these days I'm gonna stop saying one of these. One of these days I'm gonna stop saying one of these. One of these days I'm gonna stop saying one of these days. And one of these days, stop saying one of these days I'm gonna stop saying one of these. One of these days I'm gonna stop saying one of these days I'm gonna stop saying one of these. You know it's not pronounced Mackinac, it's Mackinac, Mackinac. It's an Indian name, but it almost sounds French. Mackinac, la Mackinac. Quaint as crocheting, silent as that sea. Just came to Mackinac, came here with me. It's like Bermuda and Michigan. Mackinac, Mackinac, so tranquil, oddly tranquilizes. Mackinac, no second on. No moving vehicles, no glitz, no buzz, preserving a history that never quite was. So magically sweet and so sublime, they came here to shoot somewhere in time. So real and yet so like make-believe. Swear I saw Christopher Reeve. So magically sweet and so sublime. Almost don't care that there'll be no next time. When he flew away, left me to grieve. Swear I saw Christopher Reeve. Standing in a cornfield, hat in your hand. The wind is whipping at the weather vane. You're just a young boy in a big wide world. The days seem to last forever. I pull upon a tractor, an old John Deere. You smile and offer up some water. The clouds are rolling, the corn is growing. The kids are playing by the chicken shed. Then you wake up, you're in our apartment down on the Lower East Side. You tell me what you dreamed about, it keeps me up all night. You tell me your dreams, give you my heart. You tell me your dreams, give you my heart. Flying down a staircase, cat in your arms. A man is crouching by the living room. There's blood in his eyes and no place to hide. Just you and him. You float above it, just out of his reach. He smiles and looks just like your brother. The cat is purring, the carpet's burning, and the walls close in. And then you wake up, you're in an apartment down on the Lower East Side. You tell me what you dreamed about, it keeps me up all night. Tell me your dreams, give you my heart. You tell me your dreams, give you my heart. You tell me your dreams, give you my heart. You tell me your dreams, give you my heart. Then I wake up, I'm in my apartment, far from the Lower East Side. You call me on the telephone and keep me up all night. You tell me your dreams, give you my heart. You tell me your dreams, give you my heart. You tell me your dreams, give you my heart. You tell me your dreams, give you my heart. You tell me your dreams, give you my heart. You tell me your dreams, give you my Would you have hidden me in your attic? That's the question I'd like to know. Would
you have climbed up to serve me dinner? Well, I hope so. When the jackbooted man wore those great uniforms, would you have wanted the blackest? Would you have hidden me in your attic? And if, let's say, in some cafe we saw the tanks roll by, would you take my hand and lead me across the borderline? Would you have hidden me in your attic? Accuse me of casting spells and bowing down to the gods in hell. You would leave me there alone, or would you cast the very first stone? You'd be there to ease my pain, or pack me on that awful train. Would you have hidden me in your attic? That's the question I'd never know. Would you have climbed up to serve me dinner? Well, I hope so. If I was your sweetheart and you were my darling, I'd always remember the way you look now. Even here in this diner, your bright eyes shining, and you're always smiling when you're by my side. And that man is rude, talks to you just like you were his wife. But I would be more kind. My coffee cup has been filled up for the 7th time, and you're so on my mind. If I was your secret and you were my keeper, I think we'd be happy, really be blue. Would run around laughing and maybe go out dancing. If I was your sweetheart and you were my darling, and all I'd ever want from you is that you would keep it true, and I'd write songs for you, and we'd go round the world to see all the disappearing things, and then we vanish too. If I was your sweetheart. Is rude, he talks to you just like you were his wife. But I would be more kind. My coffee cup has been filled up for the 7th time, and you're so on my mind. If I was your sweetheart and you were my darling, I'd take off your apron. You've been a good waitress. Another barren ache,
Another month gone by, just more time to do as I please. No one's watching over me. Don't have to make my bed, can lay in it instead, with no one there to bother me. 'Cause I'm free, it's just me. I'm free, nobody but me. Another friend got caught, another friend knocked up, another friend with nothing in common with me. Another night with you, spending time with you. I'm still alone 'cause you're the freest man I've ever known. I'm free, it's just me. I'm free, nobody but me. I'm free, save me. I'm free as the snow as it melts away, free as the wind on a real calm day, free as the moth on my window pane, like you, like me. Another barren ache, another year gone by, just more time to do as I please. No one's tugging at my sleeve. I can be as rude as I please. No one's gonna fire me, floating in this endless sea. I'm free, it's just me. I'm free, nobody but me. I'm free, help me. I'm free. Another barren ache. I learned a major scale when I was 9 or 10, on the baby grand in the corner of the mudroom. My mother picked out Debussy and Gershwin now and then, when she wasn't weaving sweaters on a loom. I learned the minor scales in middle school's dark ages. My dad had packed his things and moved across town. The keys were chipped, the G-sharp stuck, and the piece was missing pages. But I practiced and I swallowed it all down. On the lonely 88, the lonely 88, whether early, whether late. On the lonely 88. In high school there was football, but for me, diminished chords, and a book on how to fake a little jazz. In chem class kind of restless, in algebra so bored, and the hallways were a kind of Alcatraz. I took some composition my first year up at State, but the teacher teacher liked that stuff that had no key. I never did get counterpoints, so I took an incomplete. But the practice rooms on Power Street were free. On the lonely 88, the lonely 88, it was Friday and no date. But the lonely 88. I dropped out of law school when I got an F in torts, and I sold the Fender Rhodes to pay some bills. The paralegal gig, it was my last resort. It wasn't long before I got my fill. And now I'm here alone as the moon goes through its phases, and the only folks to call are candidates. I blow the dust, pick off a score, and limber up my wrist. In the stillness I began to celebrate. On the lonely 88, the lonely 88, whether early, whether late, it's a Friday with no date. But here I am with the lonely 88. Take me back, take me home to the world that never, to the world that never was. Cones of Roman candles in the sky, 4th of July. The dogs crouched in the basement, Dad was still alive. The fading grain of Super 8 makes everything seem really great, and I look happy as a clown. Take me back, take me home to the world that never, to the world that never, to the world that never was. Another birthday party with the braces on my legs. The rented clown made cotton candy and animal balloons. It looks like I had lots of friends. They laughed with me into the lens. And hey, there's Carol Fangle before she sliced her wrist. Around it tenderly, turning to the camera, I can't see the world that never, the world that never, the world that never. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once I had my poems up on the schoolroom wall. My teacher told my parents that I had something special. Then she sent my essay to the Iowa Review. I didn't win a prize, but got an honorable mention. Almost great, almost great. After I left college, dropped out after 2 years, I left to New York City for my musical career. I know it would have happened, but the band, they got real jobs. They all got married, we're back to Omaha. Almost great, almost great. If I worked a little harder, I could have been a starter. Almost great. Once I had a true love, a boy just like me, who actually has a book out now, a New York Times bestseller. I don't think it's very good, I think I could do better. If only I could get myself together. Almost